Hello there, what is going on everybody? Today we are going to be unboxing Cyberpunk 2077 Gangs of Night City. We're going to be showing you everything that comes in the exclusive edition. This is the Kickstarter version. We're getting everything. I backed this thing, I went all in, I got everything they had. So we're going to be looking at all the expansions, all the stretch goals, even the PanAm Palmer that was stretch goal Kickstarter exclusive. We're gonna look at everything. If you guys like this and want to see more, let me know down in the comments. I don't expect this video to get very many views. I'm gonna predict this is gonna be one of my lower viewed videos just because I know this game didn't do exceedingly well on Kickstarter. I do hope that more people are willing to give Cyberpunk a chance. I played this game on TTS and loved it. And plus I'm a big fan of Cyberpunk 2077. It's one of my favorite video game experiences of all time, and I was just thrilled to jump in and back this one. This is not a review copy. This wasn't given to me. This is one that I bought, I paid for, and I'm very excited to dive into. So with all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this and crack this sucker open. Let's take a look. Alright, so we've got the core box here. Now this is probably different than a version that you may see at retail. I am really hoping that when this does come out for retail, that the PanAm Palmer does find its way to retail. I think it's criminal that they made the greatest character in Cyberpunk 2077 a Kickstarter exclusive, and not just a regular pledge Kickstarter exclusive, but Kickstarter exclusive to one of the packs. I think she was with like the Motor Pool pack or the Side Gig pack or Gang Wars pack, or no, the Families and Outcasts pack. Yeah, I think she was exclusive to this one. So really criminal that they took the best character and locked her behind. So hopefully they can find a way to do that. Maybe they do an alternate pose or something like that. Because really, dude, you can't take the best character. Now let me know in the comments if you guys have played Cyberpunk 2077, if you're like Team PanAm or Team Judy Alvarez or Team River or if any of those other folks. Let me know, what's your favorite kind of side quest or adventure was in that game, or if you had a favorite love interest. All right, we've got a little CMON brochure in here. We've got the rule book. I don't know why the rule book needed an exclusive edition. Oh, of course I know why, because there's different factions and stuff in here. This box, like, there's not like a stretch goal box, although there is a box that has some of the stretch goals, like this 3D hideouts and drones, which is in a cardboard box for some reason. But I think a lot of the stretch goals made their way into this version of the game that won't necessarily be in all the other versions. So we've got our rule book here, and and this there's already like an older version of this that was posted. Like they posted the game on a link to the game on Tabletop Simulator, so you could check it out there, which I thought was pretty cool. We've got this is a pretty thick game board. I'm gonna try and see if I can set it up for you guys. It's a pretty good recreation of the of Night City, of the map of Night City here. So we'll how big is it? All right, I'm gonna zoom out for a better shot. All right, so we've got this is basically a 6x2, so we can fold it over. We can see our different sections here. We've got Watson, Westbrook, City Center, Haywood. What is this one? Santo Domingo and Pacifica. This is a double-sided board. I'm not sure the difference. Oh, this side is for 4 or more players. Okay, and then we have, if you have less than 4, whoop, there we go. This one is for 1 to 3 players. Okie dokie. I think this has to do with the number of locations in each section. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's go on to the rest. All right, next up, I think this is an alternate Netrunner board. I'm not sure what this is from. No, it's only one-sided, but it looks like it's just an alternate way. I guess you can choose different paths if you're going to do net running. Now, there's already a version of the net running board on the game board, but that's pretty interesting. We've got our different factions. We've got Maelstrom in here. Is this double-sided? No, it's just got info on the back side, so that's pretty cool. We've got the Maelstrom. We've got the Valentinos. These are the different gangs. And there we go. There were only 4 in the demo. I think we had Voodoo Boys, Tiger Claws, Maelstrom, and Valentinos on the Tabletop Simulator kind of demo. And then we've got the Tiger Claws here. And then we've got the Kickstarter exclusive 6th Street Gang, who was not I have not played yet, so interested to see how them and all the other gangs work. So very cool. Now there's not going to be any content from Phantom Liberty in here because that came out after this was already done. We've got all of our tokens here. Now this is all thick cardboard, so this is gonna be nice. I was a little disappointed they didn't come out with acrylic tokens for this one. I know they usually do that for all of their Kickstarters. No acrylic tokens for this one so far. If they come back and do like a Phantom Liberty, like part 2 for Cyberpunk, I would love to get some acrylic tokens for it. Really because I'm a big fan of the game and the license of the IP and all of that good stuff, and I wanted to just go all in. I'd even buy like a playmat for this game. All right, and we've got cards. Oh, we got a nice little insert in here. Look at that. Okay, we got the minis right here. We're gonna check out all the minis. Oh, and is there free CMON content here? Oh, okay. Cool. I'll be checking that out. All right, so we've got these are the missions. We're gonna have all the different missions that explain a lot of those. There's a whole lot of storyline mission cards in here. So all kinds of different scenarios. Now you can play, like, there's a basic game, and the tutorial is basically almost like the basic version of the game where you're just playing to a certain number of victory points. So street cred and victory points here, you're trying to get to 15. But if you want to play some of the heist, yeah, this was a Kickstarter exclusive, I believe, unlockable. So yeah, so very cool. So you can play it as a campaign if you want to. The opportunity cards, these are, I believe, where you hire Netrunners. And then we have there's single player mode. So we've got all of that stuff. Here's some more of those. There's Netrunners in here. There shouldn't be any vehicles in here. Oh wait, you know what? I think the vehicle we're gonna see in here is let's take a look at some of these cards. All right, so just real quick, we got a bunch of opportunity cards here, and these are just different jobs that you can pull off. I thought that opportunities were how you hired Netrunners, but I'll have to read through the rules again. It's been a long time since I've played it. All right, and we've got some of our edge runners. There is one vehicle card in here. I had a feeling there would only be just the one, and because there was a Kickstarter exclusive Delamain, or at least an unlockable Delamain. Now this is going to be useless to you if you didn't get the motor pool, or I think it's going to be useless to you. They may have rules how to run the game with just one car, but yeah, I think this is going to be for more or less if you got the motor pool expansion. Everything else in here is edge runner cards, and so just this is all your your main characters from the game: River Ward, Jackie Wells, Goro Takamura, Johnny Silverhand, Judy Alvarez, Vic. We got Vic in there. T-Bug. Oh, poor T-Bug. Do you think, if you guys big fans of the game, do you think T-Bug is still alive? Do you think she's still alive? No spoilers. Carrie, Uridine, Rogue, V, male and female V, and it goes on and on. They actually included quite a few kind of niche characters in here. Some of them, like Emmerich, you'll see when you go to the afterlife, at the door. But some of these are just characters from clubs. Like, I don't remember where Orange Hibiscus is from. Maybe a side quest or something like that. I probably have to do like my third full playthrough here pretty soon. So we got a lot of really cool characters. I love the art in here too. I love some Misty. There's some of these characters I really love. Evelyn Parker. Oh man, Nibbles, the little Brendan. So if you've ever played Cyberpunk, and it's very easy to miss Brendan, but Brendan has a really cool quest and a really cool storyline. Lizzie Wizzy was a moderate side character in the storyline in the main game, but she is actually also in Phantom Liberty. You have a really cool moment with Lizzie Wizzy. She has a fantastic song in Phantom Liberty as well. Maybe one of the best songs ever in the game. Lizzie Wizzy, really cool character. We got Bugbear, Benedict McAdams, Bess Isis from Samurai. The twins, they're so cool. Honestly, like these twins, it's an incredibly cool story. Like they are like one person. You have to box them. And they're not twins. They are the same person. It's like this whole, it's cool stuff, man. Like, I love this. I love when a really cool game comes out that's licensed, but I also enjoyed the gameplay and the preview. So I'm super psyched to jump into this. All right. That's a quick look at some of the cards. Let's go ahead and look at the minis. All right. So here is the little mini box. I love this. They have a little example on the back of where all the miniatures will go, including that little Delamain, and how to kind of put them back in here. Now, sometimes I will save these and sometimes I just throw all this stuff away. I say all the minis are just going in a bag, and I don't know how I'm going to do this just yet. It all depends on how the mood strikes me, because it really depends on like if you paint them or not. And if you're not going to paint them, then maybe you can just throw them in the bag. They're pretty good minis. Let's take a closer look at some of these. All right, so just looking a little closer up, we've got, look at some of our gangs. Like I think this is 6th Street. So there we go. Those are nice single piece minis. You don't have to build them. They're already put together, which is really cool. I don't know if I'm painting these guys or not, but I might do a little bit. Like there's a lot of them, right? But like I could easily like just kind of prime them and do like a quick coat or something like that. And these are already pre-colored though, so like at least I kind of don't have to. But like I could do the edge runners, and then I could just do some. I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough. Like these are like there's a lot of personality in these too, man. I could easily get lost in painting these and get carried away, But it's so much. It's so much to do. So we're just looking at a couple of those. All right, those are the gangs. Those are just some of the minis from the gangs. I'm not going to do every single one because we'll be here. This will be like a 4-hour video if we do an in-depth look at each one. So we're going to look at a couple. Let's look at Adam Smasher right here. Adam Smasher. This is a very cool one. He's one of the bigger ones. We'll do some size comparisons with him. And I think this is male V right here. Of course, that's male V. Look at that. This is a really good mini. This is a really good V. Right? Dude, he's wearing a samurai jacket? Yes, he is wearing that samurai jacket. I freaking love this. Oh, I'm going to have to paint these at some point. And the thing is, I ain't going to use a rattle can on these. I think I might actually invest in some airbrush primer. Is this Takamura? It looks like Takamura. Oh, yeah. Is this female V? Or is that Rogue? Oh, boy. All right. A lot of detail in these, though. I like that coat, too. Looks really good. Really good. All right, we'll just do a couple more, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on. We've got the Delamain right there. Very identifiable with the markings on the side. Delamain, and a car with so much personality. So much going on with this one. Very cool. We got Johnny Silverhand right here. Tons of really cool detail on him. My good friend L Firespray just recently painted up Johnny Silverhand on stream and did an amazing job with him too. So I know that here's a model that can, if you got the skills, can really look very, very good. I probably won't do him half as well as she did, but I'll give it a shot. Oh man, like we got Brendan right here. So like real quick, like this guy's a vending machine, and he like his AI kind of came to life. And he was like, he talks to people like the gimmick is like he talks to people that buy drinks and stuff from him, but then like you talk to him and you realize, oh wait, there's something more to him, and he wants to be free, and then they want to decommission him, and then there's a little twist with it, like there's a twist with everything, and then there's the little kitty cat. So we got so many of these though, man. Like they are just really, really awesome miniatures. I am thrilled, can't wait to. Oh, well, there's Misty. Reading the tarot cards for you. Misty, I feel bad for Misty. She had a rough go in this game. All right, let's go ahead and look at some more expansions. I was about to put this away, and I just realized there's a big empty spot right in here. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the world was supposed to go in here? And I'm thinking, conspiracy theory is that I think they expected this game to fund a little bit more than it did, and there would have been more stretch goal minis, like room for like at least 8 more minis in here that didn't get made. This really makes me hope that we see a Phantom Liberty kind of secondary where they take it back and do some more, and then hopefully this game does well enough that people are like, hey, you know what? This is actually a good game. I wish I could have backed it and got the the PanAm Palmer, and they're like, well, it's coming back. Maybe that'll happen. Speaking of PanAm Palmer, let's go ahead and open her up and take a look. Just super tiny little box. I guess I could probably put PanAm in that little section. She's got her Edge Runner card, and there's PanAm Palmer, and here she is with that awesome sniper rifle. So that's super cool. She looks good. I love you, PanAm. You know that, right? Yeah, you know. I didn't even have to say it. All right. All right, next up, we're going to be looking at the Families and Outcasts expansion pack. This is going to have some new... Let's see what we have in here. We have the Wraiths and the Aldecaldos. Yeah, this is where PanAm was exclusive to this one because she is, of course, an Aldecaldo. And I hope they do just a different version of PanAm that can come out with this, you know, whenever it hits retail or something like that. Because I think people will want her at some point. And there's the Wraiths board. We've got some tokens here. And the most important thing about this expansion, I think, or maybe the most significant thing, because there are other factions and stuff like that, is that you get this whole extension board that represents the Badlands, and this wraps around your existing board, so it acts as an extra zone that you can play in, which is very, very cool, and extends your board a little bit. You're gonna need a big play area, though, to play with all of that. You're gonna have all the cards and some extra missions to go along with that. A little module card that's going to explain some of that. You have your rings. I like that you have extra room for cards in here too, which is super cool. And then we've got oh no, I got a tape on this. I got to take the tape off. Hold on. All right, so we'll look at some of the Aldecaldos here. Got their minis. And there's 3 different types of each one. So I didn't show all 3 of the other 2. But each faction has their solos, their techies, and I think they're edge runners or they're net runners. So pretty cool stuff. Here's our Wraiths. Does it say which one is which? It says 2023 CD Projekt Red. And the bases all have detailing in them too, which is also really cool. I hadn't really talked about that as much, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And these all kinds of really cool cyber effects that you can do in those bases if you want. So this is the Families and Outcasts. And we'll move on to the next one. All right, next up is Gang Wars, which is going to give us 3 more factions. So this is the Mox, and who else are we getting? Mox, the Animals, and then the Scavs, or the Scavengers, if you want to do that one. Not compatible with the Scavenger Hunt module. Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, so lots of different factions. I love that they're giving you some variety. I do plan on playing this one a decent amount, so hopefully I will actually be able to play all of these different factions. And of course, we're going to have to open these also. And yeah, I'm curious if there was a faction that you wanted to see in this game that didn't make it, like Bozos or something like that, or NCPD, which would have been kind of cool to have them in here as a faction. So yeah, we've got some of our Animals right there. They're the big muscular folks that run the gyms, and they kind of go berserk and stuff like that. They're kind of the opposite of Maelstrom in a way, you know. Maelstrom's all tech and the Animals are all muscle, although they still use the tech, you know. This is one of our Scavs, and then our Mox, our Lady Guild. They're a lot of sex workers and stuff like that all kind of unionized and banded together and have refused to be treated poorly. I think that's a little bit of the history of them, you know, and it's a pretty cool story of like rising up and taking over. And I think they kicked out the Tiger Claws, at least in the game. You know, there's that whole there's a whole big, really cool subquest arc with them and Lizzie's Bar and stuff. So cool stuff there. All right, next up is the Motor Pool. This one was a really exciting one. I think this was a late announcement towards the Kickstarter. We've got all of our vehicles and stuff in here, and the vehicles weren't even in the core game at all. So this added a whole new. There we go. We got a little board that opens up. So it's we can have a couple of vehicles out. So it's an extension of the game board. If you're playing with vehicles, we've got some a little rules insert for the module. All of the cars that are going to come in here, and you can do races, which is cool. Yeah, and then we've got all of these vehicles, and what's cool about these is it's not every vehicle, but they're pretty awesome vehicles, and they have some of the big war vehicles too, like the giant freaking tank, you know, or the Manticore, or the Scorpion, or whatever it's called, that you do at the end. Doesn't have any of the vehicles from Phantom Liberty, which is not really a big deal. But we do have a lot of stuff. We got some of the, the trucks and the trash trucks. We got the big Militech and Arasaka walkers. I think actually you see these around Arasaka quite a bit. What's her name? Oh gosh, the chick who does the races. Yep, I love her. She had a really cool story arc too. This, of course. Now, this was a missed opportunity because this vehicle in the video game should have been made available more often. There should have been like a mod or mode for like vehicular rampage. There kind of is in Phantom Liberty. Is this like Jackie's Arch, or is this an Arch, or is this a different one? It's a really cool one. And I think is this a Caliburn? I think this is I don't remember all the car types, but this is one of the most expensive cars in the game, and this is the best car in the game, though. And you can get one of these for free. This is that Batmobile-looking car. There's like a whole Bat Cave, and you can find one of these that's all in black, and you can get it for free. Otherwise, it's also one of the most expensive cars in the game, and they're really cool. And then these are, of course, awesome too. This is kind of like the standard like Cyberpunk vehicle. I don't know if I'd want to paint these though. I guess I could paint them based off of my favorite version, because most of these there's like multiple variants of them. Whether you're, I think this is kind of like the Nomad style car. And then, of course, they have the little cheap starter cars that nobody really wants to, you can drive one of these if you want to not be, taken over, if you don't want somebody to come over and just take over your vehicle while you're driving. And then we have bases, rings to put them in, depending on your player color, which is pretty cool. Next up is Side Gig. This is the smallest expansion. This one is going to have some different cards and stuff where you can get your fixers in here. And this was a great way to leave in a lot of the different characters that should have been in the other part of the game, but that just didn't have a good way to have them. Like you've got Wakako here. You've got Regina. Was it Regina Jones? I think. Who's having you hunting down all the cyber psychos and all that stuff. And then we've got an engram versions of Johnny, which is like him as he's like freaking out and he's like digitally, before he, like glitching and stuff like that. And I think this is Alt Cunningham. So I think you had Johnny and Alt. That's a really cool idea. Like these would be awesome ones to paint. And kind of make them like partially real, partially like, glitching and pixelating and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool ones to do. And then, you get your fixers, so you can get all that cool stuff from them. And I think the last up is this drones and 3D hideouts pack. So this is like the closest we were going to get to like tokens, I guess, because it does replace some of the tokens. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. So this is, are these? Oh, these are stands. Oh, I thought this was one thing. Like I was playing it out. Is this like a dreidel or a top? Or, yeah, this is a stand, I guess, not for that. Oh, maybe, for the drones. Okay, so if I put a drone, it'll go in here. Oh, now that's how I know that it's mine. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I see how they do it. And so we've got stands for every color right here. And then if you want to have faction-specific hideouts, that's definitely the Voodoo Boys. I know that subway train. That's where, when on my first playthrough, it was playing that Archangel song, glitching on loop over and over and over again while I killed all of the Voodoo Boys. Depends on how you resolve certain conflicts. You can get out of there peacefully as well. Is this Maelstrom? That's Maelstrom. That looks like the Maelstrom car. Dude, they really captured these, man. Because like you look at it and you're like, oh wait, that's Pacifica, right? That's the that's the Grand Mall. So is this the animals, right? Because they had the big hideout in the mall. And okay, Tiger Claws for sure. Tiger Claws. Okay, 6th Street Gang, of course. Look at that 6th Street Gang, dude. Love it. And some of these only have one, right? Is this the Wraiths? I think that's the Wraiths. Is this? Oh, this is super cool. Okay, this is the Mox with Lizzie's Bar. Like we actually have a mini of Lizzie's Bar, dude. This is so cool. And this is the Scavs, I guess. Okay. Well, I love it. I think that's super groovy, and I'm thrilled. I can't wait to get this game played. All right, guys, so that was a quick unboxing of Cyberpunk 2077 Gangs of Night City. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. My only negative feedback so far is I really wish at least one side of this was all yellow, because like I really wanted to have like an all yellow, like the smaller boxes, how they have like an all yellow side. I wanted a like all yellow board, right? Like if that, or all the yellow kind of banner, just to, because I thought it would look really, I thought it would really stand out on the shelf. At least there's some yellow on there, but I really wanted an all yellow. Oh well, but they put the art all like wrap around, and I would have liked all. I love that Cyberpunk yellow though. I just love the look of it. And either way, I'm still gonna be happy to have it on my shelf, and you're gonna see it on my shelf for a long time, because this one is gonna stay in the collection forever. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. So thank you so much for watching, and may the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other, and huge thanks to my patrons. You guys are out of this world. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and always wash your socks.